going on, y'all? It's Donnie. What an amazing game we had, huh? What an amazing game. Finally. It's been like 9 games, I think, since we beat the Brooklyn Nets. We finally beat them. Yes, a weaker team, but it was a great game, you know. Like I enjoyed it all the way. Thank you, all you guys that came out to the stream. Make sure you check out my streams, man. Try to stream every game, but it's not always possible. But I'm glad we caught this one. Um, let's get right into it. Damn, I want to talk about Brunson so bad. I'm looking at the 40 points, man. 15 of 21 from the field, 6 of 9 from three. What a baller we got, man. He got to make the All Star team. If Jaylen Brown, can't play, that's the only way he's gonna make it. But I think he deserves to make it. What a player! He's the best point guard we've had in years. It's unbelievable now what you can put together if it starts gelling. But this video is really about RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes. Um, it's crazy. I'm gonna scroll to Josh Hart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at Josh Hart today. 28 minutes, 10 of 14 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Plus minus of 25, positive, 27 points, right? And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, if this continues, not even just the scoring, just his play, it can be trouble for RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes, especially in the area of just getting your minutes reduced, right? Because let's be honest, Grimes hasn't been too good, and RJ has been awful. And you're sitting there looking at RJ Barrett now, like it's hard to defend what you see. It's not, oh, we'll get him next game. We don't have games to waste anymore. If a guy like Josh Hart can come in and instantly make an impact, you, at this point, RJ Barrett, you should have established yourself as a Knick consistently enough where people can say that, yes, you should be a starter. If we're still asking these type of questions, when are we going to see it, then you're going the wrong way. That's the reality. Now, Grimes is way younger than him, and he's still learning his trade. But I think this whole starter thing for Grimes is coming a little bit too early. I think Grimes needs to cut back to the bench, for now. And RJ will continue to get his minutes, but, people are noticing, man. People are noticing. There's moves to be made between the offseason and next year. And RJ Barrett is just on a lot of people's radar as somebody that, you might not necessarily want him on the team next year. Like we're waiting for him to produce. Like, what are we waiting for? 24 minutes for RJ, 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 0 of 0 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 turnovers, 5 fouls, 4 points. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, And I'm looking at RJ Barrett like, I've been saying it for a long time, and I don't know what else I should be waiting on. Am I waiting on something? What am I waiting on? You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it right now. I don't see it. To me, RJ Barrett is a player who is a decent player. On a good team, he's on the bench. On a bad team, he gets a lot of minutes, And the problem is that the Knicks aren't that bad anymore. That's a big problem for him. Because now that the Knicks are starting to play, you can see the discrepancies in talent, and you can see the discrepancies in just consistency, and you need that to be considered a starter. You need to show improvements there. You need, like, the thing that sucks with RJ is that he doesn't have things that he does really well all the time. So, for example, let's say he was a good driver to the basket. Now, you don't have to score all the time, but the fact that he had that element, it gives you some type of role. You know what I'm saying? Give you some type of role that you can excel in, even if you don't play well. RJ doesn't have that. He doesn't have something. He doesn't have a bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a mid-range, doesn't have a go-to move, doesn't really play good defense. Everything now is becoming stacked against him to figure out something. And I want him to win. I'm not saying I don't want him to win. It's just obvious to me that there are players that could play better than him. You know what I'm saying? And if a guy like Josh Hart can come in like that, it really becomes an issue where, you're lucky that we haven't had better players over these years. But now that we do, it's time to look at the reality of what you are. Like, I don't think he's that good. I think he's okay. Yeah, I think he can contribute on a good team. I don't think he's a starter. I don't think he's an all-star. I think he's a decent player, decent to good. Good on his day, decent some days, and bad sometimes too. Like the decent and bad actually kind of goes hand in hand. But you'll get a lot of games from RJ Barrett where you're asking yourself, you know, what what could you have contributed, in 24 minutes, which is already a lot less for him. He's playing less minutes. Like I don't really know where to go with RJ as far as defending him. But what I can tell you is that if you got guys like Josh Hart coming in here doing what he's doing, I'm not even talking scoring points. I'm talking about effort on defense, effort on offense. And you got RJ just trying to shoot threes, not really being aggressive, not really having things in his game that make him stand out, that make you want to say, you know what, maybe I want to have him on the court still. Tibbs isn't playing him anymore fourth quarter. And similarly, Quentin Grimes is kind of like we were pushing this kid before the season started to do big things, and he's getting a really good opportunity. We're not asking him to do that much besides defend, and shoot. But his three-pointer is not falling. And he's not a dribbler, and he has quick drives sometimes, but they're few and far between. So you ask yourself, like, where is he going right now? I think it's something that you need to consider. With Quickly already playing way better than Grimes. Josh Hart is here now. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a little bit of a. I think I would move Grimes to the bench for now, and eventually let Josh Hart start, and then maybe reduce RJ's minutes a little bit for Quickly. You got to do it. It's only the reality of the situation as we're pushing for the fifth and the sixth place. You can't keep catering to RJ saying he's going to get it next game. Before you know, the season is over, and he'll be in his fifth year. This is the fifth year, I believe. We paid him money. Now you got to show up. Everybody else that starts pretty much showing up between Randall and Brunson. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up too, RJ. You got to hold yourself accountable. You can't be having these games. You can't be slacking behind. If you're slacking behind, you're never going to get to a level where people can consistently say, yes, he deserves to be here and play. Because right now, I don't know. I don't know if I can give RJ that nod. I don't think I can. I don't think that RJ has that. I don't think RJ has that. He hasn't developed his game enough to have consistent things that he does well to stay on the court. And now you're in a situation where there's a lot of guys who are honestly playing better than you, running out of time. But let your boy Don know what you think in the comment section, man. Awesome stream. Appreciate all y'all for joining the stream, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy these videos. It's your boy Don. I'll see y'all next game, man. Peace. I'm out.